And let me just state this from Jump Street. I don't promote or suggest any woman to do that. If and when you like, I take that as the last step that you should go, because I don't know how that affects a woman's body. I know a lot of hormones, depression, etc., more things can go on. So I am not promoting that. Now, I'm not. What's up, YouTube? Back at it again. Just to let y'all know that I have lost respect for Walkter Weeks. Scoot my chair up. Walkter Weeks of Fresh and Fit. From Fresh and Fit, I've lost all respect for him. Why, you may ask? You probably already know, or not. While I was getting off work and back to where I am now, I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw one video from one content creator saying that he got somebody pregnant. And honestly, I kind of expected this. I really did. Excuse me. Because at the end of the day, Myron's the one that really talks. He's the one that really talks. I mean, Walter does, but what I've seen, he's the type of person that seems to understand 2 + 2 = 4. But besides the point, I was able to see the text message between him and this girl from other content creators at my preach, to be particular, and I'll plug their video down below. And I'm just gonna read off stuff that was said. Text between Walter and his BM, as what I refer to his baby mama. I'll call you. Take your time. I can't have kids. And before I continue saying anything else from the text messages, if and when, and I say this about everything, if and when or if you knew you didn't want to have children, why did you decide to have unprotected sex? I'm just saying, at the end of the day, if you are that smart, why did you decide to have intercourse with somebody you weren't in a committed relationship with, and she was just a skeet box, like she was just a skeet receptor. Like, if that's all you're gonna do with her, why even go down that route? But let's continue. Let's continue. Baby mama, she says, take your responsibility for your actions, which I do agree with her with, to an extent. He says, it's not about that right now. It's not good, and lot's happening, especially now business may be over. I don't want kids right now, and we spoke about it, and you agreed. Did you? Did you really? I don't think you did, personally, because, and I'm putting myself in this situation, I really am. If and when I knew things were getting hot and heavy with a female, I'd be like, hey, yo, okay, are you on birth control or are you not? I would do my best to ask that question, and and she says no, I would do the due diligence. If I didn't want to have children right now at this point in time in my life, put a rubber on. Get a rubber. Make sure to buy something, it's going that type of route. Make sure you have some rubbers. And if you did have this conversation and you agreed, why did you, as a man, decide to, ejaculate inside her? Bust it wide open, as people will say. I'm just saying, and I'm just asking, because to me, you don't make any sense. A man who doesn't want to have children, he would do his due diligence to not impregnate no woman. If you heard the birds and the bees story, you know how intercourse works and how children come into this world. Back to this. I never agreed. I never agreed based off your she says I never agreed. I agreed based off your actions. Like I always say, action speaks louder than words. If you keep coming inside me, I will get pregnant. And it's like a woman knows her own body. I would think you know how a body works, especially since you want to be all up in the sugar tanks. Just saying. She continues on, says, she continues on to say, I didn't get pregnant. I don't get pregnant your behalf. She's basically saying I didn't get pregnant by myself. Words mean nothing. Man up. And this is expected with any woman that you deal with. They're going to want you to take responsibility of what you did on your part. Just like as they should as a woman. But let's continue on. Part 2. Walter says, what are you saying? We are not together and we won't be. Why would that be good for a child? And if you knew you weren't going to be with this, my question, if when you're going to say that, is why would you still have intercourse with a woman and you as a man not protecting yourself and protect yourself of impregnating this woman? Because when you do ejaculate inside of a woman, you can increase the chances of her having a child. If you don't know this and I know this, what's really going on? Because you're weirding me out right now. You're weirding me out, Walter. You weirding me out, Weeks. You weirding me out. She says, why did you come inside me? He goes on, Walter says, also things happen, and yes, feelings change, but bringing a child into this world without two parents' love is cruel. Again, if and when you know this, I just don't understand why you know this inside of your head. A child should have two parents, a mother and a father. So why are you doing this? It's like the math is not mathing right now. It's really not. It's like you saying stuff and to me, it seems like you know better, but your actions are not leading up to it. I'm gonna call it what it is. And I continue on. We thought you wouldn't get pregnant. How would you think you wouldn't get a woman pregnant if you keep ejaculating inside of her without a rubber, a condom? I'm not understanding. Again, the math is not mathing. It's like he says stuff at one point, he makes sense with it, but then he doesn't. It's just like, what? I'm just gonna finish off because I have my own words I want to say, but I want to finish all this text. And I'll put it up on the screen so y'all know exactly what I'm saying. I am saying you should take responsibility for what you did, and I am a victim in this relationship, and I'm carrying your baby. You act like you don't care and you don't want nothing. This is Walter speaking. Also, I'm worried other women, all 4 girls, 4 women included. Damn, you went from Walkter Weeks, you went from Walkter Weeks Plus. I mean, like, yo, for you to be doing something like that, it's kind of out of pocket, but hey, it's your life. It is your life. And I can't tell you what to do. She continues on, said these 4 things. Another girl. 4 girls, you're saying you had sex with 4 girls without protection? And that's what I'm saying. Like, are you trying to be put on child support, or are you just trying to be put on child support? Because that's just all I'm hearing right now. Is like, you really are not being responsible. Like, I get it. Like, well, let's continue. Let's continue. Just, yeah. I hope you have all the money for your child support. You finally fucking trash basura. Last page, and then I'll just, I should have read this part first, but this is what he says in response of all her 4 text messages. I don't have your money. Good luck. LOL. You will see. Yeah, let me go and speak with this 10 minutes and 30 seconds I have. To all men out there who are probably in my situation, don't got a girlfriend, you working, doing your best to stack your money, and you just worried about you, just stay in that lane. Because at the end of the day, having a girl when you don't have the, having a girlfriend or just having a girl in your life when you don't have the finances to take care of yourself or another woman or a child is not the best situation to be. It's not. And at the end of the day, and I probably put it in the title of my video, I don't feel sorry for Walter. I don't feel sorry for him. Because if and when you know how the female body works, you would know not to be just having raw intercourse with a woman and just expecting like, oh, she's not going to get pregnant. What? Anyways, I don't feel sorry for him. And yeah, that child support coming for you. That child support coming for you, dude. You out there, what, Miami, Florida? Or just in Miami in general? That child support coming for you. And don't think that just because you personally don't want to pay child support, the government's gonna be like, oh yeah, Mr. Weeks doesn't want to pay child support, so leave him alone. No, that's not how they're gonna do you, bro. They're gonna do you like how they did everybody else. So it's just, how about next time wear a condom? If and when you're gonna do that, and like take a relationship with somebody seriously. And if and when you're not even trying to go about having a relationship, fine. But let a woman know up front that, hey, I don't want to have children. I'm not trying to have a family with you or just in general. So we can still bust it down if you want to, but that's out of the picture. Let her know up front. Because, and then not only watching the video of Alabama Preach, but just hearing how he's talking and hearing how everything is playing, it's just like, Walter, he really comes off as immature. Just saying like, oh, you can just go and get an abortion and go and get a pill and then just get rid of it. But when it comes to Walkter Weeks, this guy, I just think like he needs to have these conversations with whatever woman he's going to associate himself with and let him know what he wants to do and what he doesn't want to do, which is it's obviously have intercourse, but it's not to have children. And let me just say this, you can have intercourse without getting a woman pregnant. You can have intercourse without catching the STD or STI. And that's if and when you're safe about it, because you never know, you can't trust now people and what they say. But it's just like, you don't have to create a child when you have intercourse. And just for him being just lazy and just saying, oh, you can just take a pill and just do this, it's very like, not, I won't say concerning, but it's just uncool. Because if somebody were to say that to a man, like hypothetically we live in a world, if the shoe was on the other foot and women were to say that to man, oh, just take a pill, yeah, get rid of it and everything, and how it affects the male body, and knowing already that man can't have children because of et cetera, this and that, it just, like, you never care from Jump Street. And at the end of the day, I hope each and every single one of these women that have associated themselves with him, whether he has fallen in love with them or they've chosen to fall in love with him because of the actions he has shown, I hope he gets everything was come to him, karma or whatever. Because at the end of the day, just like you should have known better as a man. Whether your father was in your life or not, some man should have been there in your life to teach you like what you're doing right now. This ain't how you go about it. Straight up. Straight up. And it's just like, yo, other men out there, don't be like Walkter Weeks. Don't be like this ninja. Straight up. Because at the end of the day, like, you should know better. Like, every man out here, if when you gonna be serious with a woman, make sure that you ready yourself to deal with what comes with that. Because I know homies out here that got children and will be soon be having children, and they can't even hang out with a homie. And it's not even about that, but their life does change. It's not about you no more. So it's like, if when you gonna go about that route, having children, be ready. Me personally, I wouldn't just even be doing nothing like that, or just like, I've already decided I do want to have children, and if and when I do have children, it's gonna be outside the States. It's not gonna be here. It's not gonna be here. That's all I know. But at the end of the day, don't aspire to be like this man, because at the end of the day, if I don't respect him, why should you respect him? And respect what he does, because he obviously can't just have regular relations with this woman, skeet in them protectively without getting them pregnant. He obviously doesn't seem to know that concept. So, I mean, whatever. But yeah, I just want to give my thoughts on this, because I kind of knew this kind of happened, and you don't really seem all that smart to me personally. But I'll make sure to like, comment, and share this video, because I'm definitely gonna share this with the homies tomorrow and the rest of the week when I'm off work. It's about to be midnight, or probably is midnight. 2 minutes to it, 11:58, but I'm about to get to sleep. So check you guys out next time. Weird Squad. Surviving out here.